know me from my previous life, I've been in the real estate industry for the last 8 years. I got started in real estate selling residential at Keller Williams Realty in Bedford. And I quickly made a transition after doing that for about a year, realizing that residential real estate wasn't really my thing. And I switched over to Elm Grove Realty, worked there for 5 years, started building my own team, the Lefebvre team, super original name, I know. And I figured the spelling was a little challenging there, so after being with Elm Grove for the last 5 years, we just launched our brokerage in December of 2021, and now became officially Downtown Realty. And if you haven't seen all of our swag around, we have a wonderful table at the back over there that shows off all of that good stuff. So this is the team of experts that we have here. There's a couple of other folks that are not pictured in this photo, but we'll get to them in not too distant future. So there's yours truly, Matt Lefebvre, and we have a couple of other folks representing in the room. Jess and Sarah, if you want to give us a wave. Jess is a real estate agent that works, that has been with us, gosh, for the last 3-4 years now, I think. It's been quite some time. So between Jess and I, we're the power team of realtors there. Sarah has our team relationship manager, and she works with a lot of our clients, keeps in touch with them, and makes sure that they are aware of all the different properties out there in the market. Does a lot of the back-end listing work for us as well. So we have individual people that each, whoops, I'm sorry, that is not my script at all. We have a team of individuals, thank you, that each have a defined role within our team to make sure that the client experience is at the forefront, making sure that everyone knows their piece of the process for a successful real estate transaction. Next slide. So we specialize in a few different areas. First and foremost, multifamily properties. We've sold hundreds of multifamily properties over the last few years here, ranging from small duplexes in the 5-figure price range all the way up to $5.5 million deal that we closed in Westfield, Mass last year, which is a beautiful 40-unit apartment complex. So our bread and butter is multifamily real estate. We also work in a lot of other areas as well, including investment properties, commercial properties, and condo portfolios. So you can see a few examples of some of the different types of business we do here. These are all some recent transactions. Actually, a couple of these have closed here. So this one over here, this portfolio of 22 units in Laconia, New Hampshire, we ended up selling that for $1,777,000. We're breaking up a portfolio of condos in Bass Island Estates right there and starting to sell those off one by one. We've actually worked with a few different investors who own dozens of units in particular condo associations and work with them to maximize the value of that portfolio by either selling them as a package if it makes sense, or starting the process of vacating the units, putting them up for sale individually, and maximizing the sale price for that owner. So we have a lot of different areas that we specialize in, ranging from multifamily investment, commercial, and condo. Next slide. Look at that. I even remembered. Over 200 successful transactions on the multifamily side since 2018. This is an example of a 14-unit, 3 buildings in Concord, New Hampshire that we sold earlier this year. We have things that range from properties like this on the higher end up to the 40, 50, 60 unit mark, all the way down to those smaller duplexes that we mentioned before. Next slide. Investment properties, so those that are not just multifamily real estate. This is actually an example of a 14 apartments, a single-family house, 7 garages, and a developable piece of land where you could put an 8-unit apartment building on. So that was a little bit, not quite multifamily. We work with a couple of other investment property types, whether it be a mixed-use property where you have retail components that are associated with it, and apartments associated as well, or more unique properties like this one over here. Next slide. Condo portfolios, we talked a little bit about. One of our specialties has been working with clients who own large numbers of individual condo units in associations and working with them to either sell those properties as a big package or turn around and start listing them individually, depending on where we are in the market cycles and what makes sense based on that condo association. Next slide. And commercial properties. As of right now, we manage leasing for about 100,000 square feet of commercial space around Massachusetts and New Hampshire. We have different properties around town. We work with both buyers and landlords. We work with both buyers, sellers, landlords, and tenants on the commercial side, whether it be purchasing a commercial building for those business owners that are looking, or whether it be renting space, as in the example up here. This is actually a property that I own personally over on Manchester Street that we're in the process of redeveloping. And we're rebuilding the apartments on the upper floors, and currently out marketing the vacant retail space on the first floor for rent. Next slide. So if you'd like to say hi, get to know us a little bit more, this is the team of folks. Like I said before, myself, Jess, and Sarah are all here. We have a table in the back of the room with the beautiful red tablecloth. On that, we have a little sign-up sheet there for our off-market sign-up list. Oftentimes, one of our specialties with selling investment properties and multifamily properties is that we have a lot of off-market sellers that come to us and specifically want a transaction that is smooth, very clean, and done off-market. And oftentimes we have deals that come up and never make it to the MLS, never make it to the public, and we sell them directly to other investors that we're working with. So if you're interested in getting on that list, feel free to sign up in the back of the room. We have a couple of examples of different properties that are off-market listings coming up for sale, ranging from a duplex in Concord, New Hampshire, a portfolio of 11 units in Claremont, New Hampshire, some individual condos that we'll have coming up, and a few other miscellaneous properties around. So if you're interested in learning more, feel free to give us a shout, talk to us anytime. And next slide. That's it. That's all we've got. Thank you all. Come